Luke Grimes, who portrayed Casey Dutton on Yellowstone, already has his next Western project lined up, and his upcoming movie could be the perfect replacement after the show's ending. Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2 will be the last installment in the series, and it will likely see the ending of several parts of the Dutton family tree. As the main show in the franchise comes to a close, many of its actors will need to find a new franchise to serve as a replacement. Grimes isn't the only cast member of Yellowstone who is seeking out projects to replicate the show's success. Kevin Costner is set to soon release his Horizon, an American saga series of Western movies after his controversial departure from the show. Grimes' next project is arguably more exciting than Horizon, though, and his upcoming Western movie could be the best replacement for Yellowstone out of all the cast members. Eddington gives Luke Grimes a new Western after Yellowstone ends. A teaser poster for Ari Aster's Eddington, featuring a clapperboard with some production details on rocky soil. Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2 is expected to premiere in November, though it doesn't have an official date yet, so there's no guarantee that's when the show will end. Still, Grimes is set to appear in the upcoming movie Eddington by director Ari Aster, which will give him another Western project to work on after Yellowstone's ending. Filming for Eddington began in March, so it's likely audiences will only have to wait to see Grimes in another Western for just a few years. Eddington will be a very different kind of Western for Luke Grimes compared to Yellowstone. At face value, Eddington seems similar to Yellowstone, as they are both modern Westerns, but the similarities will likely end there. Eddington's director, Ari Aster, is one of the most famous horror directors currently working, and he has a very unique directorial style he's showcased in some of his most prominent movies, including Hereditary and Midsommar. While there are still very few plot details available about Eddington, it's more than likely Aster's new Western will have horror elements as well. Eddington is also rumored to be set during the COVID-19 pandemic, which would make it wildly different from anything Grimes has done before. Yellowstone, meanwhile, seems tame in comparison to Aster's previous work and the direction he'll likely take with Eddington. Yellowstone is different from traditional Westerns due to its contemporary setting, and it's an excellent example of a modern Western, but it hasn't broken much new ground for the genre. Yellowstone focuses on hallmarks of the Western genre like cowboys and shootouts, but Eddington could focus on deeply personal and emotional themes. Eddington could bring radical changes to the genre, which would set it even further apart from Yellowstone, which has been relatively conservative in its story and themes. Grimes' next project will also be different from Yellowstone due to Eddington's star-studded cast, which includes big names like Pedro Pascal, Emma Stone, Joaquin Phoenix, Austin Butler, and more. Many of the actors on Yellowstone, besides Kevin Costner, have become popular, but that was largely due to their involvement on the show. Eddington will pair Grimes with the biggest cast of stars he's ever worked with. The cast is a great sign for Eddington's success, but it could also give Grimes' career a boost after losing Yellowstone.